There's only one solar transition here in Litha. The sun enters Cancer on 7/21. There's a full moon in Sagittarius, 2 full nights of illumination, both in Sagittarius on July 2nd and 3rd, right over that holiday weekend. Then the moon will be new in Gemini and in Cancer, right on that line here at the end of July on the 17th, and then another full moon in Capricorn on the cusp of Sagittarius in August, right on that holiday of Lugnasa. The next new moon after that isn't until mid-August. Looking at the illuminated planet transitions, you can see Mercury is in Taurus right now. That shifts into Gemini before the end of June, and then into Cancer in the second week of July, and into Leo before July's end. Venus is in Cancer right now. That enters Leo before the end of June. It goes retrograde in Leo in July, and that difference where one planet gets stuck and the other moves on has some great ramifications, as I will state. There's some interesting and unknowable influences as we move through into Lugnasa, sextants and Hydra being largely uncharacterized signs. Of course, there are many galaxies out this way, so those born under these signs often are starseeds or those who have lived past lives on other worlds. What influence it has on the planet's drift so far from the ecliptic in daily life is still to be characterized. So be on guard and take heed. You can just take note of a few things for these slower moving planets. Mars is in Leo as of June 20th and stays in Leo throughout all of Litha. Jupiter is in Aries and has been since mid-May. Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius, which began on June 15th. Uranus enters the cusp of Taurus here on Litha, and Neptune is retrograde at the end of June in the sign it rules, Pisces. The mystery planet transitions, just a few. Pluto, which is retrograde, enters Sagittarius on July 9th. Ceres remains in Virgo throughout all of Litha. Of course, what does this mean? Well, Mercury and Venus both transition. Mercury from Taurus, a sign of stubbornness, into Gemini, a sign of philosophy and reasoning, and Venus into a fire sign, Leo, which is a sign of interfering or patronizing habit. And people are going to want to talk, and people are going to want to argue. Mercury then moves into Cancer, while Venus is hung up in Leo, turning retrograde on the 18th and really bringing that love and loyalty into relationships. And this is reinforced by the Mars in Leo and Jupiter in Aries. Lots of fire, lots of productivity, lots of growth to be done, all surrounding, facing things head on. The past is catching up to us and the fires are burning. And it has driven people into the arms of the Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. This means the topic de lune is humanitarianism. Finally, people, the masses together, want to make the world a better place. And they agree that we can make the world a better place. The impact of our actions is clear. The divide now turns to what to do about it. No one has any one solution that everyone thinks is best. Uranus enters the cusp of Taurus, and humanity as a collectively conscious mass turn stubborn, bent on arguing. Everyone has a dream. That's the Neptune influence, and no one knows how to see it through. And people will be looking for ways to disconnect from reality in the face of the hopelessness that follows from that very destructive kind of conversation. Remember that the fact that everyone cares so much is still progress in the right direction. May you all stay safe and breathe clean air this season of Litha. From everyone here at the Coven of the Open Mind, blessed be.